What up? Matt Yari here, coming at you with your daily dose of life-changing Matt Yari wisdom. If you listen to this channel every day, you will inevitably live the life of your dreams. It's been proven with science, according to the CDC. I don't want to get into that. But what I do want to get into, I'm just leaving the gym now, as per usual when I make my videos. And I made a previous video about dancing. That's right. That when you feel happy, you just instinctively dance. And I've been trying to reverse engineer that and dance to trigger happiness. And so I'm at the gym, and the gym is pretty much always playing music. Usually it's kind of dancey, upbeat, clubby music. And especially getting a workout in, feeling good, endorphins are flowing, so I've given myself permission to just dance at the gym. Just, not hold it back. And today, this older gentleman, another regular, who I've seen him around here for like a couple of years, and we'll chit-chat every now and then. He starts talking to me. He was like, he just mentioned it. Hey, I saw you dance over there. I thought that was really cool. It just, it seems like you're really happy. And that made me happy, right? He was telling me that he was happy from seeing me dance. And I'm thinking, how cool is that? And hearing that made me even more happy. And so, I just kind of reinforced the whole idea that dancing is a reflection of happiness. And so you should look for opportunities to dance. But not only that, it reinforces the idea, if you want to get into some metaphysical woo-woo, vibrational, kind of, even law of attraction kind of goofy stuff. I was expressing happiness, and I was putting that out into the environment, putting out vibrations of happiness, and it made somebody else happy. And that's how vibrations work. I'm talking right now, there's vibrations coming out of my mouth, and that's being picked up by the microphone, which is then being transferred into your speaker. And so vibrations go out and they affect the things around them. That's what hearing is. That's what sight is. Everything literally is vibrations, including your emotional energy. It's kind of like you throwing rocks into a pond, or like water dripping into a pond, and there's vibrations rippling out from where it hits the water. That, I believe, is what all people are. We are little drops of water in the pond of the universe, creating ripples and vibrations that emanate from your being. If you're emitting positive vibrations, happiness, joy, love, things like that, it is infectious. It is contagious. And vice versa. If you're negative, if you're sad, if you complain, talk shit, it's going to affect the people around you. So that was just really cool. It was really cool to experience that extremely directly from me to express my happiness, put it out into the world, and to have somebody like take me aside and just confirm that it gave them some happiness. So that's what's on my mind right now. And I find it very telling that, again, this is less than 24 hours after the Charlie Kirk assassination, which I think was terrible. And I see everybody posting on social media, and regardless of their point of view, you know, every time something happens, there's two camps, right? So Charlie Kirk gets assassinated, and, you know, the pro-Charlie Kirk people are talking about how terrible it was. And then the anti-Charlie Kirkers were like, well, he was a bad person, so me. And it's like, you're both reinforcing the same thing. Well, okay, anybody saying that the assassination was terrible, I think is at least standing on some sort of principle. Like, a person was just murdered, and that's fucked up. But I'm saying the people who are refusing to acknowledge his humanity because he spread ideas that they disagreed with, that is low vibe shit. And then the people reacting to them, who are going out of their way, are basically mirror images of the same thing. What are our goddamn principles? I don't know. And I didn't really like Charlie Kirk particularly much. I don't know, there were a few things that I kind of agreed with him, like anybody else. I mean, if there's somebody out there and you disagree with every single thing they've ever said, I don't know, you're probably kind of a psycho. Like, that doesn't happen. There's got to be some points of agreement. Can't be that black and white. Where else was I going with that? I'm not sure. None of this is pre-planned, so I guess I never know where I'm going with it. That was another message to the people who are sort of, you know, dismissive of the heinousness of the act. Everyone's bringing up Charlie Kirk's opinion on gun control now that he's been assassinated. And it's that kind of shit that I'm talking about. Are you saying that Charlie Kirk deserved to die because he believed that people should be allowed to have guns? Are you saying that now that he's dead, America is going to ban guns? Is he the one who, like a dictator, made this law? He was just a person talking about it. And so to not acknowledge his humanity because of certain ideas that he promoted, it's a little fucked up. And I see people saying, oh, he spread words of hate. Well, assassinating somebody is an act of hatred. What is your stance on hatred? If he spread hate and that's bad, assassinating somebody is also an act of hate. So if you're against hate, you should be against the assassination. I just think that's fucked up. That's all. Alright. Just pulled into my parking spot. I'm gonna go shower and eat some beef. Thanks y'all for listening. Have a good day. Bye.